been seeing something where people are talking about alcoholism. Like that's the worst thing in the world. And they say, look at how much time in your day it wastes. And I think, yeah, I suppose you could say that. But I think of cigarettes as being more time consuming because after I started smoking, I was at school at the time, anyway, getting educated, and I'm a deadline person. I put things off. I say, I don't want to do that right now. I'll get to it. And so I would always finish my papers and do well enough. But then suddenly, once I started smoking, I started not getting my papers finished. Well, what the hell's with that? What's going on here? And one day I stopped to think. I'm smoking about a pack of cigarettes a day at that time. I was a newbie. I realized at about 7 minutes per cigarette, I smoke American Spirit cigarettes so they can take a little bit longer. They've got like 25% more tobacco than your average cigarette. And so they're packed tighter. You don't have to tamp them to get them in place. You don't want to tamp them when you smoke them. When you light it, if you're having to tamp your cigarette when you light it, it means you're getting a cheap cigarette full of stems and seeds that you don't need. This is made of the lamina, leaf tobacco. Maybe the paper is. Either way, I did the math and realized being a person that doesn't generally smoke inside out of, respect and courtesy for others, I was losing about 3 hours a day from the work I would be doing on a paper because I was outside smoking. I'd take into consideration the time it takes to come back in, sit down, and get back into the mode of thinking. You're losing a lot of time. So suddenly you're not getting anything done. That's a cigarette. I was going to mow the lawn, and I've been putting it off all morning. And I'm sitting there going, yeah. People say how much time you lose to drinking. But I just reached the point that I'm ready to go mow the lawn. And I realize when you take and consider a guy like me that puts things off, I've got a problem with gestalt. I don't like finishing things. There's something getting in the way of me doing this. I want to do it, but I'm holding myself back. And when you consider the notion of how when we release inhibitions, alcohol does that. If you're drinking alcohol, you release your inhibitions. If you've got bad thoughts as a regular person when you're sober all day at work thinking about raping that chick over there, all of a sudden you start drinking and you do it. You shouldn't be drinking. I'm very good at not having a beer when I'm angry. If you're angry, you're prone to harsh. You're gonna kick somebody right in the nuts. If I'm angry about something, it's normally something, not someone. And the point is, if I get angry and start drinking, I can't hurt anybody because it's a system. It's a bloodless entity. You can't grasp it hard enough to punch it right in the face and make it bleed. It's bloodless. Inhibitions. The kind of inhibitions that I put on myself are treated medically with alcohol. I'm like, well, I could do that later. Well, I really want to do that now, but I better do this first. I better do this now. Drink a few beers, release those inhibitions, go ahead and mow the lawn. And then you can take care of the thing that you were going to do instead. Because the reason you're not doing that thing instead is because you need to mow the lawn as an excuse. You got to do that first. Those things are compounding. But if you have a little bit of Captain Pabst, maybe 2 or 3 of them, for people like us, you're going to get up and do something. You're going to get the job done. And you can smoke while you're doing it.
I am the Judas Resurrection.